I am so blessed. This isn't my usual video. Instead, I wanted to share with you a quick peek into my personal life from today when a complete stranger prayed for me in public. Let's go. Good afternoon. I'm David, and welcome to the Late Disciple. But today's Late Disciple is not a Bible study. Do you like Panera? I do. I'm in their unlimited sips program, so a few days a week I go there for a breakfast sandwich and a free coffee. And then I settle in for researching my next Late Disciple video. Yep, I'm that guy selfishly taking up a whole booth for 3 hours. But in my defense, the table is covered with books. I need that room. In fact, here's a quick photo as I'm preparing for this video. Thank you to that nice lady who took this photo to indulge an old man by taking his picture. In fact, this is the second nice stranger who did a favor for me today. And it's that first nice person that inspired me to take a break from my routine and make this video. Earlier this morning, a young man whose name turned out to be Brent was walking by my table with his to-go order as he was leaving the restaurant. He stopped and asked me, "Do you mind if I ask what you're working on?" "Not at all," says me, thinking, "Woohoo, will this be my 31st channel subscriber?" And so I shared with him that I was researching Matthew chapter 24, and that I post Bible study videos every Monday on this channel. And then we had a wonderful conversation for about 10 minutes or so. He shared with me that he too is a believer in Christ. And isn't Matthew 24 an interesting discussion of the end times? And there's so much controversy about that particular topic. And then he notices and asks about my finger tattoo. And I explain that it's a couple's tattoo that my ex-wife and I share, with mine being a king of hearts and hers being a queen of hearts. And then I showed the other one that we share, so that when we were holding hands, we were also displaying a message of love with anyone that happened to be walking behind us. Which then prompted me to ponder aloud, I guess I need to cover that one up. And Brent's response is, well, that King of Hearts tattoo can refer to Jesus, the King of Kings. Wow! Thank you, Brent. What a wonderful idea. Okay, enough of the tattoo segue. We spoke a bit about eschatological theology. Yes, Brent actually used eschatology in a sentence. And lastly, Brent observed that I'm wearing a medical boot, and he asked why. I explained that a few weeks ago I pulled my Achilles tendon, and that I was slowly but steadily healing from that. Brent responds, "Would you like me to pray on that for you?" When someone asks if they can pray for you, the answer is always yes. And right then and there, a perfect stranger kneels down, places his hand on my injured leg, and in a strong voice prays aloud in Panera restaurant for my recovery. I am so blessed. Brent's prayer was heartfelt. It was selfless. It was comforting. And he doesn't just pray for the healing of my Achilles, which he specifically does pray for, but he also prays for the healing of my entire leg. So what, you ask? Well, it turns out I have cerebral palsy. You generally never notice it. I'm very fortunate in that regard. The musculature of my left leg is a bit atrophied when compared to my right leg. But like I said, you won't notice that, at least not as long as I'm not wearing shorts. In other words, Brent had no idea that this is something I've been dealing with my entire life, and yet he prayed for the healing of my entire leg. I am so blessed. Was this a miracle? Well, I still have cerebral palsy, so I don't think I'm the beneficiary of a healing miracle, but in some ways, this random meeting with someone who prayed for me feels somewhat miraculous. And I was and am deeply touched by it. Brent, if you happen to watch this video, and I hope you do, I want you to know how much your genuine concern has touched the life of another. Thank you, Brent, and God bless you. And for everyone else, we are all disciples. It is never too late.